Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film this very cool toned halo smoky eye. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So I already primed my skin and I'm just going to go in with my two favorite foundations, the L'Oreal True Match and the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy foundation, and I'm just going to be spreading that across my face using a standard foundation brush. Now I'm just buffing that into my skin using a damp beauty blender. Now taking my favorite concealer, the LA Girls Pro Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids for eyeshadow, and I'm going to buff that out with the beauty blender as well. Now taking the Meet Matte Nude palette, I'm going to take the shade Matte Sing and use that as a transition color for the crease. Now going back into that palette, I am taking the shade Matte Hung, which is a really cool toned purple shade that I'm going to be blending in the inner and outer corner of my eyes. I'm going to be connecting that shadow on the inner and outer corner of my eyes by blending it into the crease, and this will create a halo effect. Now going in with the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, I'm taking that purple shade Delirious, and I'm going to go ahead and use the same technique, blending it on the inner and outer corner of my eyes and my crease, but this time I'm focusing it a little more detailed into my crease. Now taking the Lorac Pro Matte palette, I'm going to pick up that black shadow with a really pointed blending brush, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that shadow onto the inner and outer corner of my eyes as well. Also really detailed in the crease, making sure not to go up too high and cover up those purples we laid down. Now that I have that shadow all packed on the inner and outer corners, I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and just blending it out and adding more shadow where we lost it. Now going in with a clean blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend out that black shadow with the purple to make sure there are no harsh lines. Now going in with the same brush in the purple shade from the Meet Matte Nude palette, I'm going to go ahead and add more closer to the brow bone where it may have been covered up by the black shadow. Now I'm going to go in with this Colourpop shadow. It's in the shade So Quiche. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you guys. It's a really nice bronzy shade with purple and gold reflex. I'm just going to be applying that shadow with my finger to the center of the lid where we haven't applied shadow yet, and it's going to draw a lot of attention to the center of your lid and really make this eye look pop. Now I'm going to be adding more black shadow to intensify the look and make sure there are no harsh lines. Now going in with that same LA Girls concealer, I'm going to apply that under my eyes in a triangular shape. This is going to cover dark circles, illuminate the areas where it's applied, and add dimension to the face. I also use that to clean up my eye makeup, and I'm dragging it down the sides of my nose to create a soft contoured effect. Now I'm going to be blending out all that concealer we applied with the damp beauty blender. Now that the concealer is all blended out, I'm going to be taking a damp Real Techniques complexion sponge and the Coty Airspun loose powder in the shade Naturally Neutral. I'm going to be setting and baking that concealer, and this is just going to brighten those areas and make sure the concealer stays in place all day. While I let that powder bake on my face, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows using the e.l.f. brow kit. Taking a spoolie, I'm going to go ahead and blend that pomade in with my brows to give off a more natural appearance. Now, using that LA Girls concealer again, I'm going to go ahead and highlight under my brows and carve them out so that way I can fix anything I may have messed up on and make them a bit cleaner. Now I'm just going in with the NYX Brow Gel in the shade Dark and setting those brows in place. Now that the brows are finally done, I'm going to go ahead and wipe away that loose powder using this Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush. Now going in with the Absolute New York Nano Ultra Fine Precise Liquid Eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner of all time. I'm going to go ahead and add a wing to this eye look. Now I'm just cleaning up any mistakes I may have made with the same concealer I've been using throughout the video, and I'm going to add some more of that Coty Airspun powder just so that way I can really sharpen up the look and correct any mistakes I may have made. Now I'm taking this Wet n Wild single eyeshadow in the shade Creme Brûlée to highlight under the brow bone. Now going back into the Full Spectrum palette, I'm taking that shade Iced to use as an inner corner highlight. Now I'm going to go ahead and smoke out the lower lash line using that same purple shade Delirious from the Full Spectrum palette. Now I'm taking that detailing brush again with a black shadow from the Lorac palette, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to the inner and outer corner of my lower lash line. Now I'm just taking that Colourpop shadow and adding it to the center of my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take my Lorac Pro Contour Kit in the shade Medium to chisel out my cheekbones. I'm also going to add that to the temples of my forehead and the center of my forehead by my hairline to add some more dimension to the face. Now taking that Coty Airspun powder one more time, I'm just going to clean up that contour. Now I'm taking this Lorac blush in the shade Cinematic. It's a real cool toned blush, and I figured it would look great paired with this eye look, so I'm going to start by applying it to the apples of my cheek and blending it back into the hairline. Now, like I did with the bronzer, I'm going to take a stippling brush and just make sure everything is blended as one and there are no harsh lines. Finally, going in with some highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I'll leave it down below because I forgot which one it is. But I am taking two of the highlight shades. I believe it's Sunkissed and Bubbly, and I'm just going to add a whole bunch and then blend everything out again afterwards and wipe away that bake. I'm going to go in and add a lot more. I'm adding some to the tip of my nose, to the bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. Here I'm just taking that beauty blender I've been using, and I'm going to tap out the powders I just put on my face. That way it could have a more natural and luminous appearance. Next, I'm just going in with this NYX liquid lipstick from their lingerie line in the shade Teddy. And to finish off the look, I'm going to add mascara. First, I went in with the L'Oreal Carbon Black Telescopic Mascara. And since I didn't want to wear falsies with this look, I went in with a second coat of mascara. And I ended up using the Smashbox Rated X mascara. Now that the look is complete, I'm going to finish off by setting my face with my Maybelline setting spray. And that's the final look. So I went ahead and did my hair on camera. Just a simple half up, half down look. And once I got my hair up, that is the final complete look. And I really appreciate all you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, bye!